Hello friend, I am Mr. Gundhar Chaugulai. Today we have to discuss the different points, that is power, energy, resistance, what is the effect of temperature on the resistance. Then first we have to discuss related to the what is the power and energy. First one is the energy. Energy can be due to the kinetic energy or potential energy. Mostly it is due to the potential energy, which is energy stored due to the relative position of charges or charged particles or electric field, and the energy it is indicated or denoted by capital E, and the unit of energy is joule or kilowatt hour or electron volt. And energy, that is E, capital E, it will be given by Q into V. Here Q is the charge and V is the potential. Then what is the examples of the energy? Batteries, lightning, electrical charge moving through a wire or electricity. Then static electricity, electric wheel generates the electrical energy. This is one of the example. Electricity stored in the capacitor, this is also one of the example, as well as doorbell, this is also one of the example. Then what is the use of energy? For lighting purpose, for cooling, heating purpose also, and operating appliances, electronic, computers and machineries, as well as for the public transportation system, the energy will be required, and this is very important. You just remember that the electricity travel at the speed of light, and that is more than 1,86,000 miles per second. A spark of static electricity can be measured up to the 3000 volt, and a bolt of lightning can be measured up to 30 lakh volts, and its last less than 1 second. Second terminology is power. It is the rate at which work is done or energy is transformed in an electric circuit, or it is measured how much energy is used at a particular span of time. That is, power is nothing but it is very important terminology in the electric. Then there will be a different types of electric powers are present. The power symbol is denoted by capital P, and the power it is measured in terms of watt or in terms of joule per second. Power is a scalar quantity, and power it is given by V into I. Here V is the voltage and I is the current. There will be mainly three types of powers are present, that is active power is present, reactive power is present, and apparent power. First one is the active power. This power is useful for operating the appliances or equipment present in the system, and the unit of power is watt. Active power unit is watt. Then what is the reactive power? The reactive power it is not useful in the circuit. It will be generated in the circuit because of inductance or capacitors present in the circuit, and the unit of reactive power is kilovolt ampere reactive or volt ampere reactive. Third one is the apparent power. Apparent power it is the product of voltage and current, that is unit of apparent power is volt ampere, or apparent power is the combination of active and reactive power. And we know we must remember that the wattmeter is used for the measurement of power. Then energy meter is used to measure the energy present in the system. See, in the house application, in the house there will be, we have to use the energy, how much amount of energy will be consumed in the house, we have to calculate it with the help of energy meter. and there will be a different types of energy meters are present. In the past, there will be a induction type energy meter is present. Then there will be modified with something electronic energy meter, and then electronic energy meters are replaced by the digital energy meter now used in the house applications or industry. We have to use the digital energy meters to measure the energy consumption in the system. Then we have to discuss concept of resistance. It is the property of a substance due to which it opposes to the flow of current. Then metal, acids and salt solutions are the good conductors of electricity. Then pure metals always as silver, copper, aluminum are also very good conductors. Then due to the presence of large number of free electrons and loosely attached electrons in their atoms, these electrons will be move in a one particular direction due to the potential difference, and these molecules and electrons are collide with each other, and because of that there will be a large amount of heat is produced into the conductor. Substances or the material which will be produces the large resistance or opposition to the flow of electron, these materials are called as a poor conductor of electricity. The good insulators is nothing but there will be no flowing of current through the insulators, and the term resistance is discovered by the George Simeon Ohm, and because of that the unit of the resistance is represented is Ohm, and it is denoted by capital R. R is the resistance and capital G is the conductance. Resistance, it will be opposite to the flow of current, and conductance, it will be helpful for the flow of current. These two terminologies are opposite to each other. Unit of resistance is Ohm and unit of conductance is mho. The unit of resistance is Ohm. Then what is the meaning of that? A conductor is said to have a resistance of 1 ohm if it permits 1 ampere current to flow through it when 1 volt is applied across its terminal. We have to discuss related to the what are the different units of the resistance, that is mega ohm, kilo ohm, milli ohm, micro ohm. Then what is the mega? Its meaning is 1 million and its abbreviation is capital M and unit is ohm, and it is equal to 10 raised to 6 ohm. Then what is the kilo ohm? It is 1000 and abbreviation is k ohm, and its value is equal to 10 raised to 3 ohm. Then centri ohm, it is 1/100th. Then milli ohm, that is 1000, that is milli small m ohm 10 raised to -3 ohm. Micro ohm, that is 1 millionth, it is micro abbreviation, see the abbreviation micro symbol and its ohm, and it will be a 10 raised to -6. Then see we have to discuss related to the law of resistance. The resistance are offered by the conductors. It will be depends upon the various factor. See in the image we have to shown one conductor and its length is L, and A is the cross section area and R is the resistance of that conductor. Then the resistance, it will be vary directly as the length of the conductor will be vary, means R is directly proportional to its length, and it resistance varies inversely as the cross section area of the conductor, that is R is inversely proportional to 1 upon A, and as well as the resistance, it will be depends upon the nature of the material used for the conductor. Means suppose we have to use the aluminum conductor, it's having high resistance than the copper conductor, because copper conductor have good conducting property than the aluminum, or other material we have to suppose steel or other materials we have to use. Then according to the material used for the conductor, resistance of the conductor, it will be vary. It is also depends upon the temperature of the conductor, because temperature is directly affecting on the resistance. In the next we have to see what is the effect of temperature on the resistance. We have to see details about that. But see here, you remember that the temperature is directly proportional to the resistance. When the temperature it will be increasing, the resistance it will be goes on increasing. Considering all the factors, the resistance R is directly proportional to the L and inversely proportional to the A. Therefore, the value of R is equal to rho L divided by capital A. Here rho is the resistivity of the material used for the conductor. The last formula, that is we have to show what is the formula for the resistance, that is R is equal to rho L upon A. This value we have to calculate the resistivity, that is rho is equal to A into R divided by L, and we have to find the unit of that resistivity. What is the unit of area, that is meter square. What is the unit of resistance, it is ohm, and what is the unit of length, it is in meter. So therefore we have to calculate the unit of resistivity, that is meter is cancel get. Because of that, the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Time we have to represent the or express the resistivity in ohm per meter cube. Then we have to discuss related to the different materials and their resistivity in ohm meter, as well as temperature coefficient of that material. Suppose we have to consider the aluminum commercially, then its resistivity in ohm meter is 2.8 and temperature coefficient at 20 degrees Celsius it is 40.3. Then suppose you have to consider the brass material, resistivity is between 6 to 8 and temperature coefficient will be 20. Then carbon material, resistivity it will be a 3000 to 7000 and temperature coefficient is -5. Then Eureka or Constantan, it is 49 resistivity ohm meter and temperature coefficient is +0.1 to -0.4. Then we have to consider the copper, resistivity is 1.72 ohm meter, then temperature coefficient is 39.3. Then we have to consider the germanium silver, resistivity is the 20.2 and temperature coefficient is 2.7. Then gold 2.44 and temperature coefficient 36.5. Then next material is manganese, it is between 44 to 48 and temperature coefficient 0.15. Manganese, it is the combination of 84% of copper and 12% of magnesium and 4% of nickel is present. Then for the mercury it is 95.8 and temperature coefficient 8.9. Then chromium it is 108.5 and 1.5 temperature coefficient. In that 60% copper is present, then 25% ferrous is present and 15% chromium is present. Then suppose we have to consider the nickel, it will be 7.8 resistivity and temperature coefficient 54. Then platinum, it is between 9 to 15.5 and temperature coefficient 36.7. Then silver, it is 1.64 and 38 temperature coefficient. Tungsten, it is 5.5 and temperature coefficient is 47. Metal is amber, it is 5 into 10 raised to 14 resistivity. Bakelite is 10 raised to 10. Then for the glass we have to use 10 raised to 10 to 10 raised to 12. Mica is 10 raised to 15. Rubber 10 raised to 16 resistivity is present. Then silk, it is 10 raised to 14 and sulfur the resistivity of the sulfur in ohm meter is 10 raised to 15. These are the different types of material and its resistivity in ohm meter and temperature coefficient. Then we have to discuss related to the different examples, how to calculate the resistance in a given problem statement. See, this is the one of the example. A rectangular carbon block has dimensions 1 centimeter as to 1 centimeter as to 15 centimeter. Then what is the resistance measured between the two square ends? We have to calculate. Then second, between opposing rectangular faces, for resistivity of carbon at 20 degrees Celsius, resistivity rho is given here, that is 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 ohm meter. Then B is a current of 5 ampere exists in a 10 ohm resistance for 14 minutes. Then how many coulombs charge will be present? Then second one is the how many electron passes through eddy section of the resistor in this time, and the charge of the electron will be given here, that is E 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. The problem statement, we have to find the solution for that. We know that formula, that is resistance is equal to rho L upon A. Then we know here that is A is equal to 1 into 1, that is 1 centimeter square. We have to convert it into the meter square, that is 10 raised to minus 4 meter square, and the length will be given, that is 0.5 meter. Then we put the value that is into the above formula, that is rho value we have to given, that is 3.5 into 10 raised to minus 5, L is known, that is 0.5 divided by area, that is 10 raised to minus 4. We get the resistance, that is 0.175 ohm. In the second statement, that is L is given as a 1 centimeter and area is given, that is 1 into 50, that is 50 centimeter square. We have to convert into the meter square, that is 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square. Then put this value into the same formula, that is R is equal to rho L upon A. Then we get the resistance, that is 7 into 10 raised to minus 5 ohm. Are the simple types of example here given the resistance as well as area, or it will be given the resistivity. One unknown is present, we have to calculate it properly. Here unknown is R of the conductor, we have to calculate it. Other factors are given, that is rho is given, L is given, A is given. In the other problem there will be one missing, suppose resistance will be given, rho is given, L is given, then they said that you find the area of the conductor, or other statement is also is to find the length of the conductor if resistance of the conductor is given, rho is given and A is given for the problem statement. For a better understanding, we have to take one more problem. This is the problem statement. A coil consists of 2000 turns of copper wire having a cross sectional area of 0.8 millimeter square. Then the mean length per turn is 80 centimeter and the resistivity of copper is 0.02 micro ohm meter, and then we have to find the resistance of the coil. First you write down the given quantity, that is given is length of the coil, that is L 0.8 into number of turns we have to multiply, then we have to obtain the total length of the coil, that is 0.8 into 2000, that is 1600 meter, this is the length. Then we have to find the area of the coil, that is 0.8 millimeter square, that is 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square, we have to convert into meter square. Then put these two values into the formula, that is R is equal to rho L upon A. Rho value, it will be a 0.02 into 10 raised to minus 6 is given into L, that is 1600, divided by A, that is 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6, that is total resistance is 40 ohm of the given coil. See friends, in this video we have to see what is the concept of power, what is the energy, and what is the resistance. If the other parameters are given, then we have to see how to calculate the resistance of the given particular material if the length, cross section area and resistivity of the material is given. Thank you friends.